Hey, Marshall Ramsey here, editor-at-large and editorial cartoonist for Mississippi Today. I've been a cartoonist in Mississippi for 28 years. I've drawn over 7,000 cartoons. And I tell you what, I want to give you a little sneak peek inside of my process about how I come up with my cartoons. Tell you what, when you're out and about in Mississippi and people figure out, oh yeah, that's Marshall Ramsey, the guy that draws the cartoons, it's kind of interesting to see what cartoons they bring up. You know, a lot of times it's like, oh, it's the Barbara Bush cartoon. You know, there are certain ones that they always remember and talk about. The one that people are talking about the most, particularly state employees, is the PERS jet. They love the PERS jet because, honestly, that's what kind of sums up what's going on right now, because I think state employees are very worried about their retirement and whether it's going to exist. Obviously, the plane's coming apart. The legislature saying, hey, don't worry, we've got this. The state employees in the back going, oh, Lord, help us. Nicholas Kristof wrote a really nice article about the hospital crisis in Mississippi and did not show the cartoon, but he referred to the cartoon. Didn't mention my name either, but that's okay. He did mention to it. So this cartoon actually got some national love and some praise. But at the end of the day, you know, the doctor is telling the patient, you know, he's going to live longer in the hospital. And really, at the end of the day, that is a big threat here in Mississippi. My challenge on this one, and I accepted it, was trying to figure out a way to illustrate each plan, the House plan, the Senate plan, and the governor's plan for Medicaid expansion. Well, you start with the House, who's the full meal deal. So I've got that one pretty much. They're saying, well, your surgery will be covered. Then I had the Senate one, which is basically a butterfly Band-Aid and a couple aspirin. And then you had the governor who wants to kill it. And so I basically said, yeah, we'll cover you with a pillow. So that's where I got that from. It was funny, some people were like, oh, that was terrible, but that's really pretty much accurate and the truth. But the main thing is when you're doing a cartoon, a lot of times what you try to do is you try to set up the scene to relate to whatever the issue is. So you obviously would not put them out in the middle of a farm field talking about Medicaid. You want to put them in a hospital. So it makes a little bit more sense. And that's kind of cartooning 101. Very famous person that I know, Jim Barksdale, always used to say, keep the main thing the main thing. And I love that quote. Recently, our politicians here in Mississippi, our statewide ones, have been kind of getting outside of their lane. They like to tweet about things that have nothing to do with what they're supposed to be doing every day. But I think really, to be honest with you, it's all about getting elected for the next job. So anyway, that's what this cartoon is all about. One of the things I've noticed, I want to be elected governor. No, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to run anytime soon because I can't remember anybody's names and I hate to raise money. Those are two things I'm not terribly good at. So you probably won't see Marshall for governor anytime soon. But one of the cool things apparently when you're governor is you get a power vest with your name on it, which is kind of neat because the governor, our current one, really does like his power vest and he wears them a lot. So that's something I've just kind of given him to wear, kind of an accessory, you know, like Ken and Barbie and so forth, they get their little accessories. So I've got him wearing his power vest here and choosing one that he wears every time he vetoes, which he probably has a whole closet full of them. Hey, it's Marshall Ramsey here. Hey, did you like these? Well, if you did, you can see more by subscribing to Mississippi Today.